Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jacob Maldonado, and today is a very special day because I have the opportunity to ask Clint Richey from Click and Close some questions on how we can save you more money when you go and buy a house.
So my name is Clint Richey. I work with Click and Close Mortgage. We're a mortgage bank in Addison, Texas. I've actually been a lender, i.e. a trusted mortgage advisor for 23 years. It's awesome that we can actually come together and collaborate and actually show people and buyers that are concerned about, the rise in interest rates and home prices, and can you afford stuff, or can you afford a house payment? What really can be done to help them get over the finish line? When people buy a house, typically they're bringing at least $100,000 of wealth to their family. So it's really important to
Wow.
show them what you and I can do if we collaborate together to help them get across the finish line.
What kind of hidden fees do you have, man? Come on, let's be real.
We at Click and Close, we work at the corporate office. And so, we've done a lot of things in regards to portfolio lending because we do service 50,000 clients nationwide. And so one of the incentives that we have and the advantages that I have at Click and Close is we don't have any lender fees. So that typically adds up to a savings of $1,000 to $1,500. And the reality is, no, we have to keep our fees and our rates at zero to incentivize our portfolio clients to stay with us. And so when someone's buying a new house, that's $1,000 to $1,500 less that they have to bring to closing.
The number one reason why people aren't buying a house right now is actually the amount of money they have in their bank account, right? And so how can you help someone buy, or can you even help someone buy a house if they don't have a ton of money in the bank account? They don't have the 10, 20, $30,000 to put down on the house and all that good stuff. Like, can you even do that?
There are some things that you can do. The VA program is 100% financing. There's also the USDA program that's 100% financing. But some of the proprietary programs that we have at Click and Close that has really been beneficial, and we've seen tremendous success with it, is we have our own down payment assistance program. And you may, a buyer has probably heard, well, there are down payment assistance programs and bond programs everywhere. There are. However, they come with income limitations. So if you make too much money, you don't qualify for those programs. And so one of the things that we did at Click and Close is we came up with our own internal down payment assistant program that we partner with the Indian tribes with, and that's why we're able to offer it. That doesn't have those caveats. So someone that makes really good money, but they just for whatever reason haven't been able to stack enough money in their bank account, and they don't think that they have enough money to put down or even cross the finish line. We're able to help them with that. When rates were 3.5%, 4%, home prices were 15 to 20% higher because everybody was in the market trying to buy a house. So the competition was immense. And you combine that with people that were coming in from out of state, the Californias, the New Yorks, where home prices are 2 or 3 times what they are here. They had a lot of cash to throw around. Yes, rates are higher, but home prices are 10 or 15%, 20, in some instances, 20% cheaper than they were 3 to 6 months ago. So, one of the things that we do to also help combat that is we have what's called a Smart Buy program. And the Smart Buy program basically allows a consumer to buy down the rate 6 points, okay, 6% of whatever the financed amount is, and then they can actually finance that on a second lien.
If you don't know, the real estate market is normalizing right now, and interest rates are going up, which the interest rate affects how much house you can buy per monthly payment, right? And so what you're saying is to combat the interest rate increase, you're able to basically reduce their interest rate. And normally you have to pay like out of pocket for that, but you're saying you can actually finance that fee. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. I am saying that.
That is that's crazy. And it's cheaper. Like, wow, like long term, your monthly payments, obviously, you're financing the fee, but it's not going to be anything crazy out of pocket. And again, we're all about trying to save you money as you go to a closing table. So that's That's super cool. Why would somebody decide, to go with Click and Close, which, isn't that huge bank that everyone has their money sitting in?
First and foremost, we're able to close loans in a substantially shorter amount of time because we are a mortgage bank. We are our own lender. And that means we process, we underwrite, we close, and we fund everything in-house. It gets everything done quicker, and I have way more control over the situation. We've refined the process so well over the years that we've even put our money where our mouth is. We can put what's called our 21-day guarantee close out there, and it's a 21 business day close. And what it basically is, if we pre-approve someone that's a W-2 borrower, and it's a situation that's not outside of our control, an appraisal issue or a title issue, that we guarantee we'll close in 21 business days. And if we don't close within 21 business days, then we're gonna give the seller a $3,000 incentive, for their time. We also have our own Click and Close title. So if we also use our own title company and we don't close within 21 business days, we'll give the buyer or the seller a $6,000 rebate. The bottom line is we've never had to pay either one of those because we're so confident in our skills. We do incentivize that and put that out there because, the best form of advertisement is put money where your mouth is.
The buyer's not getting paid money if they buy a house. But what that does for you is it ensures you're going to close on time. And these big banks, if you don't know, they're so hard to get a hold of their loan officer. There's a lot of times 21 days not even in the picture. And they're talking 45 days, 30 days, something like that. And so to put it in basic terms, like time equals money. You want to buy the house. You're excited to buy the house. You went out to buy the house. You spent some weeks looking for a house. You maybe spent some days negotiating the deal. You get it under contract, and you need to close in 21 days. You don't want to wait another month or 2 months, and you start getting stressful. Some people start getting doubt. Oh, is this the right house for me? No. Let's go ahead and close in 21 days, which is going to decrease your stress by a lot.
So I appreciate you asking those questions. If you don't mind, I got a couple questions for you. Is there anything that you can do as a realtor to help get them across the finish line, Jacob?
I honestly don't offer this just anyone. So if you're watching right now, you're about to get some awesome benefits. I'm a firm believer, like we just said, helping people no matter what I have to do. And so what I'm offering right now is a 25% variable commission rebate. It is something we'll have to, you'll have to qualify for. We could talk about that one-on-one, but it basically 25% commission, of my commission, I'm going to go towards your down payment, your closing costs, whatever it is. And so I'll put it into perspective. The average DFW house now is like almost $400,000. It's crazy. But, $400,000, we could do that math here, times 3% is $12,000. So if I'm going to give you 25% of that towards your down payment, that's $3,000. Now, another thing too is once we do get the contract accepted, all that, I do offer, and we do a utility concierge program. You already have all this stuff you're dealing with throughout the process. Title companies asking you for stuff. Clint's asking you for documents, and we're doing inspections, we're negotiating all that. So setting up your utilities are like the last thing you want to do. And so we'll actually save you 15% on all your electric, internet, all that stuff. And we're going to be able to do it for you. So you don't have to do anything on your laptop, nothing. We'll take care of it. Simple phone call or video call like this, and you're good. So that's really how I help people save some extra money when it comes to buying a house.
That's awesome and unique. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Like I said, I've been doing this 23 years. So that's really cool, man. So awesome that you do that. You've been extremely successful in the DFW Metroplex, helping people finding the homes of their dreams and building, wealth for them and their families. What are some of the other things that you hang your hat on is like that differentiates you from the average realtor in the market today?
The first thing we do is we sit down, we have a meeting. It's not a long meeting. It's like 30 minutes, and we just kind of talk about your personal situation. And I make the whole process personal to you. A lot of realtors will go out there, they'll show you these houses, and they'll pressure you to we need to make an offer on this. We need to make an offer on this. I'm not like that. If you don't like the house, let's go find something you like. If you don't feel comfortable making a really high offer, if we're in like a bidding war, whatever, maybe that's not the house for you, whatever. I'm not going to really push you to go, to go and do that. But what I will say is I'll be like, hey, if you really like this house, I really think we should be here. If you want to go in lower, you can, but you're going to risk the home. You're going to put some risk. Are you okay with that risk? And if you are, let's write it up at a lower price or different terms or whatever. But I'm not going to be like, you really need to do this, So I'm super low pressure, and I have a ton of showing partners. And what that means is I can guarantee that you can look at that house whatever time's convenient for you. I have anytime showing service guaranteed because I have other showing partners that'll go out there and look at the house. They'll take a video. They'll give me all the notes I need to make an offer, and we're going to make it happen. Long story short, we're in it to help you, right? We're in it to help you save money. We're in it to help you save stress, and we're in it to help you get there without any issues. So if you are interested buying a house, selling a house, whatever the situation is, but mainly buying a house because we got Clint here and he's the best, go ahead and reach out to us. Our contact info is right down below. And we really look forward to just setting up a time to talk with you, see how we can help you, see if it's even a good fit. So have an awesome day, and we look forward to meeting you.